To share with you 7 professions that you must pay attention if you want to marry them, if you want to date them. Yes, my darling. I'm not saying that they are bad, but these people, their professions has entered them, entered their mind, entered their brains. That's why when you see them behaving, reacting the way they are reacting, you feel like, oh, he doesn't love me. No, darling, he loves you, just that his professions has entered him. So all I want you to do is watch to the end. Tell me which one you have experienced or the one we missed, or tell me if you have encountered it. Maybe your father is one of them, or your man you are marrying, or the man you are dating is one of them. But before we move on, please don't forget to buy me a coffee by like this video, subscribe, and also you can join our membership. Thank you so much and God bless you. Number one, barristers, lawyers. Yes. My dear, if you date a barrister or if you are marrying a lawyer, be ready for arguments. Yes. Reason because day by day, every minute in the courts, he always debates, argue, want to win a case. He will brought the same attitude at home. Anytime you have issues with him, he wants to win the case. He wants to debate. He wants to have the final say. He wants to argue with you. Little things like he wants to find out so many things. Like he is ready for debating. So what do you do with this kind of person? Knowing that this is his profession, this is where he's working, all you need to do is allow him to win the argument, yes. Because in as much as you want peace in that home, one person must win, and for one person to win is him, because that is his professions. He have learned to argue, so for you he can argue with you without being tired. So don't think he doesn't love you, but that is his nature. Number two, teachers. Yes, if you marry a teacher or dating a teacher, especially teachers like for kindergarten, grade 1, grade 2 to grade 6, he will treat you like a student. He will talk to you anyhow. Yes, not that he doesn't love you, as I said, but because he has mastered that way of talking to students. He feel like you are a student. You are under me to learn. You are under me, so you have to listen to what I am saying. He will treat you like a student. All you need to do is make sure that you communicate anytime he's passing or crossing the boundaries. Remind him that you are not a student, because if not, he will treat you like a student. Number three, military man, corps. Yes. My dear, because of the professions of the military man, they always listen to their head, to their command. Their commander will tell them, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to stay on the line, you have to jump. Like you can't cross boundary. The same way he wants to treat you, he wants to have authority over your life. He will tell you what to do, time to wake up, why you put food like this, like anything you do that is opposite of what he is telling you to do, he will see it as a disrespect. He will see it that you are crossing boundary. Reason because in their own professional way, you don't cross boundary. Whatever the commander say you will do, whatever the military man say you do, their leader say you will do, is what you will do. So if you happen to marry him, don't get angry if he is too authoritative, if he want to control you, if he want to direct you, to tell you what to do, because that is his nature. That is what the work has impacted in him. So pay attention to know that, oh, this thing he's doing is because of where he's working. Yes, don't take it too personal. Just as I said, communicate. If he's going out of boundary, better communicate. Another person, professions that you must pay attention if you want to marry is pastors. Yes, darling. May I tell you that I have seen so many ladies, they will say, I want a man of God, but I don't want to marry pastors. Yes. Do you know why? They feel like pastors are not there for their wives. Yes, which it may be true somehow. Why I say may be true somehow, my husband is pastor, so I can't use him to compare other pastors. He's always there for us. But I have seen some pastors, they forgot to know that what is important is God, family, and the congregation. What they used to do is that they give all to their congregation. Today they have this one, they have to talk to this person, they pay attention to this person. They don't pay attention to their wives. Reason because they want to make the congregation to be happy. They want to go for delivery ministry. They want to go to they want to go for deliverance ministry. They want to go for evangelism. Somebody is dead. Somebody, like, they always pay attention to satisfy the congregation. That's why when you look at some women, or you talk to with some women, they will tell you, I don't want to marry pastor. I just want someone who fears God, but not someone who is on the pulpit, because they feel that the love language of their wives are not spoken. Reason because the husband is not interested in paying attention to the wife. So if you happen to marry someone who is a pastor, my darling, nothing wrong to communicate. Tell him, oh daddy, you have been doing this one, you have been doing this one. When can we have time for date night? When can we have time to talk important thing about family? When can we have time? Don't die in silence. I have a friend, she also a pastor wife. May I tell you, every time she'll come to me and say, oh Gloria, I don't know how to do. My husband always never come back home. Every time he comes back after church so late, when she come back, he don't want to talk with us. He wants to rest because the day is so busy. He's so busy praying for people. When the children want to play with him, he will say, oh, I have a busy day, I need to rest because tomorrow I'm going to pray for somebody. Like, do your best to know that this is their calling, but you must call his attention. Tell him you are crossing the boundary. Pay attention to your family. Another group of professions you must pay attention if you are dating, if you want to marry, is the athlete. May I tell you that in as much as with them, you will never look good. They will tell you, oh, you are too fat. Why don't you control your feeding? Why don't you control what you're eating? Can you go to gym every day? Like, they want you to be that woman that have this shape, that shape. Like, because they always want you to be like them. Like, you will feel like, can I be myself? Does this man really love me? Like, he always compare you with those ladies that is so skinny, those ladies that is so, oh no, come on. If you happen to date this kind of man, if you happen to marry this kind of man, I want you to pay attention. Don't condemn yourself. Don't feel like, oh, I am not good enough. No, he is seeing you with the eyes he used to see their professions. If he is seeing you with the same standard, the same levels he used to see other ladies in their professions. So that's why I also said, if he's crossing the boundary, call his attention. Pay attention if you are dating is doctors, surgeons, yes. My darling, if you are dating surgeon, doctors, be ready to stay in the house alone. Yes. I've had tons of friends that say, oh, why did I even marry doctors? These people can never stay at home. Every day there will be an emergency. They will call them, even when they are eating, they will call them and say, come, 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 come. Somebody has an emergency. There's an emergency. They will wash their hand. They will just put their jacket and put their clothes and just rush to the hospital, just like a firefighter. They will tell you, oh, fire is just there, or there's fire outbreak there. You have to come. Like, they wash their hand. They just want to go out there. My darling, if you're dating a doctor, don't complain. Be ready to stay at home alone. Be ready to nurture your children alone, because as their professions demands, they may be in and out of home anytime, any moment. So do pay attention. The last but not the least person you must pay attention if you are dating a man is the policeman. Yes. Madam, may I tell you that if you date a policeman, he will treat you like a criminal. Yes. I'm saying this is a truth. He will treat you like a criminal because they have wired to investigate, to carry some research. Like, they are the way they treat criminals. They will treat you like criminals. So don't be disappointed that you marry a policeman and you feel like, why this man is treating me like this? It's because of his professional. Yes, but in all, what should we do? You must know that they love you. All you need to do is to understand their professionals. Yes, if you love them, if you know that God is leading you, just learn to communicate when it's going out of order. In all, what am I saying? Those men in person are not bad, but just that their professions has entered their mind. it has entered them, they will behave like that. May I tell you that I have someone whose father is a military. Every time, if you see how this man control the children, you feel like, what are they their children? The children call him sir, sir, sir. Like you dare not call him daddy. Everything is sir, 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 sir. In their home, sir, 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 sir. So that is the nature of their job, and it has affecting them or is affecting them in their home. So if you happen to be a wife of any of these professions, doctor, barrister, teacher, pastor, whatever, know that you may have some challenges, but all you need to do is call his attention. Don't keep quiet. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Please put in the comments if you have experienced this or if you have dated any man that's in these professions, and let's discuss together. Shalom.